Hi guys, welcome to Bridgerton English. So I just couldn't record any video over this past 2 weeks. So what I have did is I just decided to show a weekly update on all the thing which has happened in the week. Okay, so if you go to the news section, I am going to I have created a new skill. What it does is Indian market top news. What it does is if you just type the news. Okay, this cloud skill uh, will automatically draft the top news for the week. For example, mm, top is on India. If you want specifically for news here, Indian news for Nifty Sensex news. Um, Global news, global news, Strait of Hormuz traffic ran to a nearest tail. You need Strait of Hormuz news, retail news, and the market macro news, global, which is specific to US stocks, Indian stocks as well, macro news. The link is in the description. You can use the skill. Link is in the description. You can use the skill and page install it in your cloud. So let's go back to what I wanted to record. Crypto position is going very good, very good. Transaction history. I have one of my position hit stop loss. Where is it? One of my position hit stop loss. This I'm no longer shorting this again. Keep rallying. It keeps it's very manipulated crypto, so I'm staying away from it. I will look into it later, but definitely I will short it. And this is my crypto position. So let's go into the top news. Voltas reported its earnings. No, Voltas reported its earnings yesterday, and here is just over of Voltas earning. Total income revenue year to year increase 18.5%, quarter to quarter 3.3%. PAT 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 also around 15% increase in 80. So what my guess is, what my guess is, uh, Voltas, Voltas. Yeah, what my guess is, what my guess is, uh, you know, my, like I was actively following the stock over the past few weeks. It has started now. Uh, it has started now. It has started now to consolidate a little bit, and it is finding its key support right here, volt, as and upside potential is a lot more. If you come into why I was interesting, like then something that yeah, Voltas. How big of a data centers projects are being very crucial in India. And I was actively following like Indians, how a lot of companies are shifting to data centers in India. And like Voltage is expanding into Indian growth sector, cooling, data center cooling. So they're entering that segment. So, and specifically, Voltage have a bigger moat advantage in Indian market, especially compared to LG, Harrier. They are bigger market. So Voltas is entering how big of a in Indian market, especially I'm talking about, not about global. Of course, LG and LG Electronics, LG and Harrier is a much more AC dominant sector in India. Voltas is entering into data center cooling, which is how big data centers segment is growing in India. So I think this could be a very good buying potential right here. If you look at its fundamental, it's very overvalued right now, I agree. And overvalue, I agree. And if you go to my skill dashboard, Voltas fundamental, fundamental, at the skill dashboard. Screen dashboard, yeah. So let it load. So how big voltage data segment in data segment is? It could be a very good investment, but this PE is not very attractive to me. But I don't care. PE is the fundamentals are good. You know, if the when everything looks good, when the fundamental load completely, I'll show everything whether it's actually a good investment or not. No, but it started to find its key support right here, and if we not sure whether it will grow or not. Because if you see its upside potential, upside it's around, it's from here it's around 50% upside is there if you buy right now, and if of course it's gonna crash even more. There is a lot more crashing in, not this one, yeah, there's a lot more crashing percentage from, yeah, around 72%. Still loading, yeah, loading. So, yeah, and apart from that, Muxens Pharma also reported. Well, this stock, I don't know what is. I think this has to be one of the best investments right here. What a growth, and I'm so proud of myself. If the management is good, business is also expanding at a faster pace. This stock would say anything. uh, Stock allowed nothing to grow, but in June quarter it also increased its uh, employee expense benefit, and that could have led to the higher what they have done could be the main reason of the growth. So very good. Still loading. uh, Still loading. So Marks and Farm, I'm very happy. I would be trimming around 40 shares, around 480 rupees. I'll trim cut some of my shares around 480 rupees. 480 rupees, but it gives me more confident to add more. Even BLS is also rising. BLS is also rising, but I'm still no longer adding to it. Let it rise more, then I'll think about adding. And what I wanted to share was major news. What I wanted to share was N. Chandrasekhar resigns as Tata chair. Mm, you know, I think this is like a good news starter. Of course, you don't know Tata Sons have the majority ownership in all of the Tata company. That includes TCS. You know, by the way, this could be a good sign because TCS has been crashing a lot. This week or so. TCS has been saying very huge sell-off pressure, and it is now following 5 minutes or 5 years of just showing very huge selling pressure TCS, and it did bottomed out a lot. It started to form lower lows, lower highs as well. Now that makes me a question. Now whoever they appointed to lead the management of all Tata companies, TCS can now get a better push into AI if they hire someone who's actively knowledge about AI. That could be a very good gamble for TCS if you want to invest in TCS right now. You know, uh, mm, TCS right now. Of course, now it's falling. It's forming lower highs, lower lows. But you can invest in TCS. A lot of upside potential. This company is getting into data centers a lot. Data center. If company is data center revenue, AI revenue, if company is increasing that, they get a management like that, into their board, then it is very good for TCS. So we see how everything goes. Still, a lot of they're still deciding who the TCS sign is, and this is my crypto position. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not sharing any Tata or this Strait of Hormuz news at all because I am tired of Strait of Hormuz. One time you're saying it is going to, uh, there is Iran is going to, Trump is going to strike Iran hard, and next day you're seeing a news that Iran is going to withdraw, agrees to withdraw. There's all over the news, and I don't like this news. I'm tired of the Strait of Hormuz news. And now there's two news that Trump is willing to end Iran war without any news, because look at the PPE ratio, investing dot com PPE ratio, PPE, PPI data. It is increasing at a very faster pace right here, and that is leading to increase in the oil prices in globally as well. So I think that could be a sign that Trump is withdrawing from Iran war without any nuclear deal. Of course, this will look bad for the it will look bad for the global US markets and for the United States. But to control the oil price, this is, I think, only sign which is left. And Iran is not willing to sign any nuclear deal until Trump's uh, uh, Trump's terms end. So this is the news. So I'm no longer following. We see get a if one of them have to back off without a nuclear deal, or one of them have to sign a nuclear deal which benefits both the parties. That's how the war will end. So that's it from me today. Please type to subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, and a new skill will be coming down in the description. Please check it out.